Survey reveals alarming suicide rates among queer women. In a troubling revelation, the Urvashi Vaid, I butchered that again, National LGBTQ Women's Community Survey highlights alarming mental health disparities among queer women in the U.S. The survey, named after the late lesbian activist who passed away in 2022, found that 22% of LGBTQ women report having attempted suicide, over 4 times the national average. The statistics are even more concerning for trans individuals, with a staggering 37% reporting suicide attempts. Additionally, Black, Indigenous, and people of color surveyed had a 29% attempt rate. The report, which gathered insights from over 5,000 respondents between June 2021 and June 2022, revealed that nearly half of queer women experienced depression, while 44% face anxiety. Moreover, 47% of queer women reported surviving some form of intimate partner violence, significantly higher than the 35.6% in the general population. Yet fewer than 20% accessed institutional support, with many citing police as, quote, not helpful at all, end quote. The survey also revealed healthcare access issues, with 14% of the respondents never having a smear test and 22% delaying care due to discrimination. Suicide is preventable. For anyone impacted by these issues, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Line at 1-800-273-8255. Wow, this is a very challenging topic. I'm glad that we have this data. I think on a more local level, we need more data locally to understand this issue even further. There is a group locally that's doing some work and trying to collect this data. It's called an in-community survey. It's by UHP. If you visit wearecommunity.com, you can take this survey. There's much more data needed locally so that we know what's happening and the issues that are impacting our community, so that resources can be allocated to our community. So I think that this is a start. It's very alarming to see this national information, but on a local level, we need this data to really understand the challenges that our community face. And I should say that there are so many resources out there that we need to know about. You know, there's so many of our LGBTQ plus organizations and friendly organizations that support our community. You can go to many organizations to get free counseling services. Come to Pride Lines, go to SunServe, go to other organizations.
Go to JCS.
JCS.
Come to us.
Go.
Absolutely.
You know, there's many organizations.
You know, one of the other things about the UHP survey, Urban Health Partnership, is the online survey, it takes maybe 20 or so minutes, so it's not like a quick survey, but they do compensate you financially.
Yes.
There are also online focus groups, which will also compensate you financially. So it's an easy thing to do, to go on and take that survey. They especially are looking for folks that are older. That's a group that's missing. People of color, women. So if you're in any of those groups, please go to the survey if you live in South Florida. And another thing, you know, talking about reaching out for help, Jewish Community Services operates the Miami-Dade County 211 resource and referral line and the 988 crisis line. And interesting about the 988 crisis line, it is connected to your area code. So if you have a 786 or a 305 area code, you're going to be directed to us. We actually had a call where the person was in Hawaii. So we had to do this connection because it was a serious crisis. So we had to reach out to the authorities in Hawaii, make sure that the appropriate people came out and addressed the situation. But the resources are there. If you call 211 or 988, all of those counselors are culturally competent and they know resources and places where you can get help, whether it's counseling, case management. Some even have emergency financial support depending upon what the need is. So please take advantage.
You mentioned those area codes. Is it also for 954? When
you call 988,
but would be referred to the local Miami? Is that,
no. If you're in 954, I believe that Broward County has a similar hotline with the resources and referrals for that area. So you will be directed to the switchboard servicing that particular area code.
Well, these really are shocking and upsetting statistics.
Absolutely.
And then I just kept thinking the political climate
Yes.
Makes it worse.
certainly doesn't help, which is why, as we have been saying every night on this show for months, on Corners Tonight, we must vote as if our lives depend on it, because they do.
Absolutely.
And I would also like to add that women still get paid, you know,
Less.
much less, 70% compared to 100% for men. They often face more sexual harassment and assaults from straight men. So I ask, you know, all you gay men out there, allies, you know, stand up for the women in your life.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I don't know of any man who is afraid to walk to their car at night when you're at a mall. I mean, it's not really a safe place for women, and I think that does have a lot to do with it. So we appreciate the support of our guys.
Absolutely. And the message is you're not alone.
Absolutely.
You know, there are resources out there. There are a lot of allies out there. You know, we are here for you. And so don't feel alone. If you feel alone, call one of those hotlines, 211-988. Reach out, you know, because we are
Absolutely.
here. And you'll be surprised the support that you get.
Right, right.